put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards on the ground.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And pass complete to Moore.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked off by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ingram again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Murray.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Murray to air it out again.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson flushed out right. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Murray again. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Murray going to throw. And now here is another interception. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on second down. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 29, Watson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And down to the 41.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He completes it to Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And now look at him go. The 30. 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Ingram. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Robinson up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give left side to Robinson. Brought down at the 20. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now it's Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Up the middle, Ingram trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made by Chase Young. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
It is fielded right at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Robinson with another carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff now to Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down and 8. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that
one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.